So today I'm going to make a quick video on my stand and clear the confusion. I got a couple of requests on how I made my stand and whatnot, so I'm going to give a thorough overview of my stand, my DIY stand for my Tony Long here. So let's start from the top. So basically, as you can see here, what I did was made the stand out of 2x4, and then I just kind of rough guesstimate, you know, kind of see how far I want my light off from the tank. So my guesstimate here is about 4 inches or so, give or take. I don't know the exact dimensions. I mean, I can measure it and find out, but I just kind of guesstimated here to try to get it to the best I can in the middle of the tank here. So yeah, so I'm using these are LED floodlights, work lights, whatever you want to call them. I got these from Menards, $19.99 a piece. Puts out about 1200 lumens. Sorry for the mess here, but this is what it looks like. Let me see how many watts it is. 15 watts. Saves $535 by going this route, supposedly. 5K daylight. It's actually like a super white. It's really nice. Like I say, here's the specs. You know, if any of you guys are interested. By the way, my whole house is LED too. So 1200 lumens, equivalent to 100 max halogen, blah blah blah. It's got an on and off switch, but I hooked it up to a timer. I'm running about 7 hours right now. And this is kind of how it looks like. Running a Aqua Clear 30. Again, so these are 2x4s. This is a smaller piece of wood. I can't remember what it is, but it's, you know, it's still the same dimensions as like a 2x4, but just not quite as thick. It's about like maybe half of it, or just slightly under half thickness of a 2x4 here. And then I just mounted it with, you know, the screws right there on each one of them. And then again, people had a lot of concerns about my stand. They're saying that how come I didn't put like some kind of center brace. As you can see, I don't have one, top or bottom. But if you look on my stand here, so I put, you know, extra support on all the legs, as you can see, extra support. And I can't see how this tank is gonna tip or rock, because, you know, it's flat right here and it's on every corner. So if the tank wants to rock one way or the other, it can't, because it's gonna hit, you know, I mean, this is flat right here, so I don't see how it's gonna be able to rock. And I mean, it's like rock solid. This thing ain't going nowhere, man. I mean, look at how many screws I got. And I think this is kind of overkill for a Tony Long, but you know, I watch a ton of YouTube videos. There's so many ways you can build it, and this is just the way how I built mine, guys. It's not perfect, and everybody's gonna build theirs differently, but this is what I, you know, came up to my mind at the time, and this is what I can build, or could have built at that time. And probably took me like 2 hours to build it, because I had to cut everything. I didn't have two drills, cordless drills, so I had to keep switching it back and forth to tap the holes and then screw the screws into the hole. So that took some time, but yeah, this is basically it. My timer right there for my lights. Got this little guy chilling here. Black Diamond blasting sand right here from Tractor Supply. It's what I use here in my tank. Using organic soil underneath with this Black Diamond as a cap. And check out those fire red shrimps, man. They're so freaking cool. Can't wait for everything to kind of grow in. There's definitely been some new growth, as you can see with my AR Cardinalis. See some side shoots, whatnot like that. And look at these guys. When I bought them, they didn't have that like tint of red hue to them, but now they have them. I could only imagine that as time goes on, it's only going to get darker. And then my Bacopa Carolina, Luigia SP Reds, Luigia Pernalis or something like that, Blixa. These are the, God, I can't remember what they're called. I've made a video on it before too. S. Repens, Blixa, tiny little piece of Buse here. See what happens. Some red Crips that I received, so I'm trying to grow them out, see what happens. But yeah, man, overall, I'm really happy with the design of the stand. I obviously went and sanded everything down so it's really nice and smooth. You can get a hand sander for like real cheap, probably like 20 bucks. And I mean, if you like to build stuff out of wood, God, anything you buy to make the stand, I mean, you're gonna use it around the house if you own a house like I do too. So yeah, this is my stand right here. And then if you want, I'll give you guys a quick tour of my other tanks real quick. So 20 long right here. People were giving me crap about my heater being in the middle as an eyesore. So what I did was I just moved it to the corner. And it's not quite the water line, but oh well, hopefully it doesn't blow up. And if it does, that would suck. Let me know what you guys' opinion is on this. It's too tall for this 20 long, and I tried to stick it in the dirt, but I didn't want to do that in the substrate because I'm afraid that's gonna get down to the soil. It's gonna leach out. So I tried. As you can see, there's like a little dome down there. But yeah. So on to my other tanks here. So this is the DIY raise I did for the lights. You know, just kind of whatever. It ain't beautiful, but it does the job. Doesn't bother me at all. Cheap. Again, these are the same size as the 2x4s, but they're not quite that thick. I can't remember what they are. But I used scrap wood, whatever I had laying around the house, sanded after I constructed it. And I got two of these fixtures. Again, these are all shop lights, LED. Super bright, 5,000. But what's weird is this 5K is actually not quite as white as my other 5K that's over the 20. So lots of DIY overflow, surface skimmer, and then my DIY water polisher. Yep, that's a dead fish right there. Had to remove it. I don't know why, but this is actually a male albino. A little smaller, but you can see the Bristol already starting to grow. He loves going into these things, man. I have another one on the other side of the corner. He always goes and chilling in it. There goes my blue ram that ate all their eggs. Now they're just chilling all over the tank. My Autumn Angels. These guys are always breeding, man. Ever since I bought them a week later, water change, they've been breeding like crazy ever since then. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys remember, but my other videos or pictures, I mean, these guys, I got the tissue culture and they're really skinny. Didn't think they were going to make it, but they actually grew. Same in the 20 long. I just took some out of here and moved it over there. S. Repens here. I don't know, man. These guys kind of died off. As you see, there's some light patches and whatnot like that. That's because there was a lot of melt off, and then they melt, they come back, they melt, they come back. I don't know, man. These guys, I just fed them, man. They think I'm gonna feed them again. So here's my other DIY water polisher. Just getting some water flow from there. Blah. Here's my other tank. It's my 15 column. Dirted as well. Capped it with play sand here. Nothing too fancy. Dorsage. Ton of Crips. Dwarf Lily. Man, this Anubis. I love this Anubis. I don't know if you can see, but there's two lighter green leaves. The one right in front here. These just recently sprouted not too long ago. So they're a little lighter green. I know it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but yeah.